We have the Buffalo Bills hosting the 10-7 New England Patriots. This game is going to be played this Saturday with a 8:15 p.m. Eastern Time kickoff on CBS. The Bills currently are a 4.5-point favorite going into this game. Now, these two teams have already matched up twice. The Bills won the last matchup 33-24. The Patriots won the first matchup on Monday Night Football. And you look at New England. New England has gone kind of cold over the last month or so, okay? They've lost 3 out of their last 4 games. They've lost to the Dolphins, the Bills, the Colts. The only win during this 4-game stretch has come to the Jacksonville Jaguars. You look at the Buffalo Bills. The Buffalo Bills have a really good defense, okay? So does New England. These are 2 of the best defenses when it comes to points per game allowed. They have 2 really good pass defenses. They're both 1 and 2 against the pass. And on top of that, they're also really good in third down situations and inside the red zone. So it's really hard to too much do anything against the defenses of the Bills and the Patriots. However, this game is going to come down to what is Mac Jones going to do against the defense of the Buffalo Bills, because for Josh Allen, okay, you can count on him to have a good game. Mac Jones, you don't really know, because Mac Jones' performances have kind of been a little bit up and down over the last month and a half. And if the Patriots are going to have a chance at winning this thing, they're going to have to make sure that they're able to help out their young rookie quarterback in making his first ever playoff start, and making sure that they're able to have that running game going with Rahamdre Stevenson, Bolden, Damian Harris. You got to make sure that you have those running backs, those freight trains that you got trucking. Because if the run game isn't there for New England and Mac Jones has to throw the football 40 to 50 times to win this game, that's a recipe for disaster, because that's not really the kind of team that the New England Patriots have been this year. The Patriots are a team that's at their best when they're running the football, and then Mac Jones throwing the football is more of a, novelty versus being a necessity. When Mac Jones having success through the air becomes a necessity, that's where the Patriots can start to find themselves getting into trouble. On top of that, the Patriots aren't really a team that's built to come from behind where they need to score quickly. So if you're a Bills fan and you find yourselves up by 2 possessions going into the fourth quarter, you have to be feeling really, really good about your chances of being able to win the game. On top of that, this is a Bills defense that is really good at forcing mistakes. And you look at Josh Allen, you know that you can trust him with the ball in his hands in certain areas of this game. When it comes down to certain 3rd and short situations or 4th and, 3 situations, if New England's put in situations where they have the opportunity to put the ball in Mac Jones' hands, are they going to do it? Buffalo knows what's coming. They know that the Patriots want to run the football down their throat. So what's going to happen when it comes down to a 3rd and 3, and you have to decide between throwing the football and move the chains and keeping the defense off balance, or running the football with Buffalo knowing that it's coming? What if you're put out in a 4th down situation where it's 4th and 2, you can either opt to go for it and trust Mac Jones, or you can just decide to take your 3 points and live to fight another drive. So it's going to be really interesting seeing how much Bill Belichick trusts Mac Jones in this playoff game, because in the playoffs, it's a lot of strategy, but there are also moments where you have to need your quarterback to step up in big spots, okay? In the playoffs, you're not going to have a lot of success if your team is being carried and not being carried by good quarterback play. Average quarterback play isn't going to be enough for the Patriots to win this game. On top of that, for New England, how are you going to game plan for Josh Allen's mobility on 3rd down? Like the last time I remember the Bills playing the Patriots, Josh Allen had this tremendous drive in the fourth quarter, and he converted on third down like twice, and the Patriots had no answer for him. And I feel like his mobility is really going to be the difference for the New England Patriots defense, because when you look at the Patriots defense, they have a really good secondary. Their linebackers are also really good. However, they're not really all that great against quarterbacks who are mobile and have good dual threat ability. So I'm looking at Josh Allen in this game, and I'm looking at the problems that Josh Allen gave New England last time with his legs. I think those are going to be the same recurring problems. Now, if you're a Bills fan, what is a nightmare situation that you don't want to find yourselves at in this game? And I think that situation is probably going to be the Buffalo Bills allowing New England to dominate and control the line of scrimmage like they did in their first matchup, when they only threw the ball 3 times and ran the ball 35 straight times at one point. So if you're a Bills fan, you're praying to God that New England isn't able to get rolling on both sides of the ball, offensively and defensively up front. So the team I'm going to take to win this game, I'm rolling with the Buffalo Bills. I like New England a lot, but I just feel like Mac Jones isn't going to play good enough in this game for the Patriots to be able to get the win. The Buffalo Bills defense has been pretty good this year, and I think that they're going to continue to give Mac Jones a lot of problems, because one of his worst games of his rookie season so far has been when he has played against Buffalo. And I'm not talking about the first game when he only threw 3 passes. I'm talking about the second game when he had 2 costly turnovers. You just look at the New England Patriots, and I just kind of think that this game is a mismatch. Their defense is going to keep them in the game, but you don't know how good Mac Jones is going to play. And on top of that, you don't know if he's going to be able to take care of the football. And even if you are able to get the run game going, there's still going to become times and situations there in this game where you're going to have to put the ball in the air. And I don't really think that the Patriots are going to be able to come through in too many of those situations. So I'm going to take the Buffalo Bills to get the win. 31-20 is going to be my final score prediction in this matchup.